out in the trap shed. Excuse me as I do this. Let's see if that's good. Things don't quite work out. If you're here, let us know. We'll try to. There we go, Michael. Michael Lee Atkins. What are you doing tonight, buddy? I'm trying to get this chat to come up. It's better to do it from the computer, but let me see. It is cold out here. I need to get the heater going. If you are here, leave a comment. Oh, okay. All right. I will one day connect those two things, Michael. I'm sorry, Stephen City. Um, I'm gonna have to head down there. Well, not down there, past there from where I am in the Panhandle to. I got a buddy in Front Royal, and I need to get him some tune boards and his belly beams and all that stuff back. He let me borrow, and I think he's gonna give me a few more beaver traps, number fours maybe. I don't know, but well, that chat won't stay up there. The chat won't stay up there, guys. I'm sorry, I need to keep hitting it up there. I wanna. Mary, they are on their way home right now. They forgot some ingredients for dinner. So, why won't that pop up? I wonder if it will mess it up if I turn it sideways. Oh, orientation is locked. Great. Yeah, stretchers are hard to find. I ordered some, boards from Blue Ridge Outdoor Supply in Elkins, which is probably it's probably still about an hour away from you. Um, Michael, we uh, drove down there to grab some stuff, and he's out of a lot of stuff. So for Coonsy, he has 7.5, and 8 inch boards. I wanted 7.5 right in the middle, and he's out of the 7.5, and he's out of the sevens too. So they sent me the eights. I was kind of stuck with those, but I guess I could always, you know, cut them down or sand. I mean, half an inch isn't that much. So, I have some wire stretcher stuff too. I just, if you've seen any, sorry if I keep hitting this chat, guys. It's weird. I don't know why. If a new comment will pop up if I can see it or not. Okay. But, yeah, I only caught 10 things last week, which was kind of disappointing for being on vacation. But, the weather was funky and it was super hot. Now, like my buddy's off this week, and no, I don't have any yet this year, buddy. I caught two last year, and this year I got the board behind me. Sorry, I didn't. I got late home late from work. I thought I was gonna have plenty of time. Last week all we got was four raccoons, two possums, and four beaver. So the goal last week was to hopefully get one beaver and try to get the bobcats, but it was a no go on the bobcats. I made some I thought was some pretty good sets, and we had a one of the previous videos, if you've seen that, I had a trail camera, a video of pretty decent spotted bobcat. He's like medium size. He wasn't huge and he wasn't, excuse me, he wasn't small, but he had the spots on him. He just looked like a leopard or a jaguar or whatever. He spotted it up really nice. So he's the one I wanted, and I'll kind of try to hit that on the weekends when I have time. But dirt hole sets or cat cubbies, kind of having them over a couple of days probably isn't really ideal. It'd be nice to have them out longer term. But I don't really have any local places for cats, and I don't really have any local places right now at all. So I have one I need to talk to the guy, get back on. We were on last year, but the other two places, one sold, and then there's another one that said he was building his house, which congratulations to him. But when I went down there, he leased it to someone else. So it was kind of, I guess he's still building his house down there, but there's posted signs in the little note on my stand down there that said he leased the property to me, which wasn't me, which was someone else. But Michael, that yeah, I need to get that bearded man lure. I was kind of laughing on there because I caught the first one beaver I ever caught was this past week, and he was 48 pounds, and he was huge. I guess they can get a lot bigger than that, but you see these pictures of beavers on there, and they had bearded man had one on there, some old guy, and he had to be smaller than I am, and he said that beaver was like 84 pounds, and that guy was holding it. I'm like, really? That was a bunch of crap because my 48-pound beaver looks bigger than his. The tail was a lot bigger. I'm like, well, maybe it was distortion on the picture. I guess I don't know, but people like to exaggerate everything. So we got a scale. I got it hung out here. I need to get it actually up on the stud I had on a bike hook, and it didn't really work out very well. That thing's about stretched the whole way out because I don't think it takes much more than 50 pounds. But let us know you're here, guys. So we got a never have any issues out here. Anyway, the bearded man. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit on Facebook. We were uh we were at Costco because I know you're local. We were at Costco in Winchester when I seen someone made a post from PA Trappers. They had a show a couple months ago up there at Shippensburg, and the bearded man lures was actually there, and I'm like, oh crap, they would have. Yeah, it's about an hour from us, and we run up there. There's a grocery place we get groceries, grocery outlet place up there too. So I'm like, oh, that stinks. So if he goes back the next year, I'll swing by and try to grab some of his lure. But yeah, I mean, I see they're killing them on that stuff. So the stuff I had used, I had what's it called Beaver Slide Murphy's, I think, from Blue Ridge sells that. I had some, I want to say it was Fleming traps, maybe a beaver lure, and there's one from Legits or whatever the one is up here in Boonesboro. They have a beaver one too, all caster based, and we ended up catching 4 beaver in 3 days. I only got 3 traps, so anyway, 6 o'clock. Just thought I'd jump on here. We're gonna premiere that video, which was it was pretty awesome. He can come down here. I met him in Pennsylvania, which is where I grew up at, and over we worked together, and it ends up his daughter, even though it's 2-3 hours away, his daughter ended up moving down in Jefferson County somewhere. So he stayed with her and came up, and checked the trap line with me, which was pretty cool. So we were skunked the whole time until the last two traps. Um, there's the children's fan. I don't know why. Sorry guys, if I'm missing you, if you're gone. Hey, Craig Wall from Georgia Trapping and Fishing, my buddy. We're gonna premiere that video here at about 6 o'clock. Craig, I don't know why these comments are not popping up, but now that I am live, I can't change the orientation on the phone from wide to up and down. So it had been, they were popping up. Childress family, we met those guys when we were in the Smoky Mountains. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Let me see. Sorry about the finger there. Have you gotten any coyotes yet, Craig? I watched your video with you and I forget his name, the other guy, putting the coyote traps out. It's cold out here, Craig. You'd be freezing to death out here in this shed. I got one of those heaters that go on the top of a propane cylinder to kind of take the chill off, but I didn't put it in the didn't take it out of the box yet, so it's not really helping me right now. But we snapped cold, and recently our weather has been extremely similar to yours because we're in like the 40s or something right now. It's kind of West Virginia the whole way down to where you're at. I mean that's a 10-plus hour drive, but our highs and lows that you said there the other day, they've been pretty close. Sorry, I don't know, that chat is not popping up. So there he is. Rockwood 64. Sorry, my memory's not good. That's why I try to save things and look on there. Let's say we reset them all. Oh, yeah, we had that. So I had excuse me, we had vacation last week, and then going into that storm came up on Thursday, like Thursday. Well, I guess Thursday night, early Friday morning. So I was gonna pull all of my traps just because it had been a rough week, and yeah, we were about the same. Kurt, I had to get the wood stove going in the house and try to get it back up now because we were both gone today, and it kind of we just want to get the fire back up here before the temperature starts to drop again tonight. But anyway, that rained Friday morning, and it had just been a long week, and I didn't get the bobcat, but I did get the beavers already. I was like, yeah, I was fine with pulling everything and being done a day early, but my buddy was able to come down from Pennsylvania and get with me, and have one of your buddies go out with you. That just doesn't happen very often. So I'm like, sure, let's go do it, even if it's in the rain. So he kind of hung out in the truck just because he needs knee surgery. So he couldn't really get around that well. We checked all the traps, put all the bobcat sets, which was disappointing because I had them up where I had the video. If y'all saw that video of the bobcat a week or so ago, I had 8 sets up there across the top of that ridge and no hits on it at all. I was kind of scrambling around. I had pulled my trail camera, so I didn't know if he had worked. Maybe I didn't notice anything, tracks in the sets or anything, but to see if maybe he had moved through and wasn't interested or something like that. So I still want to try to get the bobcat, but anyway, I'm glad that I didn't pull the stuff. And Glenn's like, let's go. So we checked all the traps, pulled everything because I had to go back to work, and that's a heck of a drive to be checking traps while I'm working way up in that location. So anyway, last 2 traps we had a double, so that was pretty cool. I think the smaller one went like 29 ish. I weighed them on there. I forget exactly, 28, 29, almost 30, and then the other one was upper 30s, almost 40. So we made that God, sounds like a Craig Wall live. We're talking about trapping. We're talking about food now. So that Mississippi pot roast, I made several videos over it. It's the simplest thing there ever is. And now that we're so busy, it's like if I can help make some dinners, which my wife had really been making for a while. Try to help. So you just take that beef chuck roast, put it in there, a stick of butter, cover it in ranch dressing, that brown gravy powder, and put a couple pepperoncinis in there, put it on low, and that thing's just fantastic when you oh, excuse me, sorry guys, when you come back later, around dinner time, it's like buttery and melt in your mouth. It's great. So with beaver supposedly being so close to beef, and especially after I cut it up and stuff, it's just it's a deep red meat. It's really beautiful meat. So sub that chuck roast out for some beaver, and it was extremely similar. It was great. My buddy Jeremiah came over last night and tried some, and that's what he said. If I hadn't told him that it was beaver, it's when it comes to lots of wild game, people say, "Oh, it tastes like chicken" or whatever, and it's kind of like it technically does, but it's like you can tell texture's a little different, taste is a little different. This, if you season it or put it, I was super impressed. So my goal is to just as many beaver as we catch. We're gonna try to eat them all because it's great meat. So what's helpful with that, especially with these temperatures in the 60s and 70s we've had, that I just kept them alive. I saw Dale Billingsley does on his channel. He doesn't drown any of his beavers. He puts them on a 10-foot cable. So I made my own cables. I think they were 12-foot, but they were. You walked up on them. I was shooting intro for the video, but when you walked up on them, they were sleeping there on the bank. They weren't worried about it at all. So I kind of like that method. If it gets colder, it wouldn't really be too bad to drown them. Man, uh, so just guys know, I had off. We had a guy change jobs, and we do all this seniority stuff for vacation. So I've never been able to have any of our prime West Virginia weeks off for the rut, and I was able to get it off this week because he changed jobs and had this week. And since he changed apartments, I was able to switch vacation and get this week. Well, last week, which would have been awesome to deer hunt, but I just had the trapping bug in the last couple years. I've shot like three of my largest bucks in the last 2 years, and I was kind of just happy with what I've done in deer woods, and want to try something different. So no, I have not been deer hunting. Maybe I can get out in the evening this week, perhaps, or even come into the weekend. Um, Pulled up again too. My Stephen City man down there. I'll one day remember your name. Michael, yeah, three cats in West Virginia. Do you live like, because I know you're Stephen City, which is Virginia, but do you trap West Virginia, or you live outside of Stephen City? Because I know West Virginia kind of kicks back in towards that area down there. So I've got about 10 minutes more, guys. I'm gonna go on. I think the wife's home. I think we're making dinner. And I normally just upload the videos. I don't do a premiere, but I was just so thankful my buddy was able to um, come up and share. Oh, so okay, it's Pocahontas County. Have you ever caught any cats down there, buddy? Because supposedly they're not that difficult to catch, but could have proved me wrong this past week because I didn't have any luck. because I thought it would be harder to catch a beaver than it would be to catch a bobcat. But I was proved wrong, and if I had, oh yeah, I guess that's zero, or I don't know. It's a long season, like I said in one of the videos. It's like a 16-week season. If you're talking about beavers, you have 20 weeks to trap beavers. So it's kind of, I want to try to catch 100 animals this year, but we've had beaver or toads. Okay. Yeah, there's not many here, Craig, and even close to like my house, I would say that. I mean, I'm sure there are probably few and far between, but not any of the properties I've had what were bobcats even an option to even get. So about an hour away, it's a little more remote and more mountains and rocks and all that kind of stuff, and working ridges and all that kind of stuff. Man, huh? I'm definitely gonna get. Sorry, guys, I keep hitting that chat. It just some of them's popping up, some of them's not. Yeah, we don't really have many beavers honestly in my area. There's some, but especially where I'm catching them at. I mean, like I caught four, kind of. I mean, honestly, not really knowing what I'm doing. I mean, watch a lot of videos, try to. I use that set that Billingsley puts on there. I used rocks. I think, man, sorry. I used rocks, but when they come up and hit that with their chest and their foot goes down. So of the four that I caught, three of them were back foot catches. So I don't know if they hit that rock and stepped over it and then dropped the back foot into the trap, or I mean, potentially they hit the bank like at another spot and came down to where I had my caster mound and then went in that area and hit it. I don't know, but I mean the back foot catches definitely hold up a lot more. I mean if he was here and struggled a lot longer, maybe I would have lost that one on the front. But it's kind of, if no one's bothering them, they're just gonna sit there and chill. I don't really, not too concerned about running off, but I'm guess I'm not concerned until it happens sometime, which it probably, hopefully won't. But all right, guys, I guess I'll give for about 3 4 minutes. I just wanted to kind of talk that video up here a little bit. I hope you guys will stay on the channel. Click over on that at 6 p.m. and watch that video of the two beavers Glenn and I were able to catch. So it was pouring down rain most of the day. I didn't really get a great video, but originally when I found the spot, to give you a little bit of backstory, which I did not do in the video, but I'll probably do some more. And later in the week, I will do a catch and cook because we caught them, and we cooked them. So I got all that filmed. I just need to edit and put that together. But anyway, I was hunting springtime turkey. In fact, came across this place. I'm like, okay, seeing all these fresh beaver chillings and all that stuff, and it'd be cool to come back here and catch a beaver. Well, realized after the fact that it was going to be like over a 3 mile hike in and out, over a mile and a half, like 1.75 each way. To go back and get this, I'm like, that would be pretty cool, but so I did set traps up there the other night, but didn't catch anything. Came back a little bit further, which I'm being like probably 6/10 of a mile is what this location was. So that was a little too far for Glenn to go. So I went down last two traps. Honestly, didn't really think I was going to catch anything because the previous spot that had caught the last two nights was empty. Go back there, and wouldn't you know, I ended up 70 pounds heavier coming out. Pouring down rain, I was able. I had my 22. I think it's Axis Mate or Mark II. I want to get a pistol, but that's just not. Just haven't made it happen right now in the budget. Uh, so I had the 22 too, and I had the two MB750s. So I stuck them in the bottom of the bag, got that 30 pounder stuffed in the backpack and zipped up, and then still had the gun and that 40 pounder. So I had the 40 pounder over my shoulder and came out, and it was Glenn seen me, and there was like blood running down me, and it was crazy. I felt like Rambo or whatever coming out there. I was pretty pumped. I was proud of myself. So all right, we got 26 minutes. Can't see the time because I'm on my phone. I'll probably do it on the computer, but this video quality looks a heck of a lot better than that one we did out here on the computer. Just did not really end up too well. So let me make sure I didn't miss any chats. If anyone else is on here, feel free to say anything. I'll give about 2 more minutes and we'll shut it down. And I just ask that you please go over there 6 p.m. and watch the two beaver video with me and Glenn. I'd really appreciate it. The Childress family might have left. I do thank everyone who did watch. Go back to the beginning. Mary, she's one of her friends. She's been a real big supporter. Thank you, Mary. Good talking to you again, Michael. Michael Lee. Our daughter is Aaliyah. We call her Lee. So I will try to remember your name. Steven City Man, Michael Lee. Childress family, thanks for checking us out. Craig Wall, Georgia Trapping. Thanks for watching us, buddy. You caught a live, actually live this time. You didn't have to go back and watch it. I guess he's got a channel too. Rockwood 64. Oh, what's going on? I got music in my ear now. I have no idea if that's when it was supposed to end or what was going on. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and stick around for that video. See you guys. Bye.